Hey everyone, hey and welcome back to yet another episode of Battle Rap Resume. This is your host Tom Quee. Before we get into today's little interview, I just want to say please follow us at Battle Rap Resume on the Twitter if you want to know what episodes are coming out, if you want to know news about the show, if you want me to, I often repost old episodes and that sort of stuff, check out us on the Twitter at Battle Rap Resume. Please go onto the YouTube as well, go into the archives, check out the new episodes, subscribe to us there, subscribe to us on iTunes if you want to get episodes before anyone else can listen to them, if you want exclusive content, if you want a PPV of sorts, go to patreon.com/Battle Rap Resume. All we're asking for is a donation of $1.50 a month, £1 a month, get you access to all the archival material. It all goes straight back into the show. You may notice that the show sounds a lot better than it did last time Quill was on, and that's because we got a new microphone, and it just goes to bettering the show, really. I'm kind of, in my head, I'm building up money to eventually make a pilgrimage to the bunker, which is kind of a fancy thing for me, but who knows, maybe that might happen, who knows. But yeah, please do that. redbull.com/Battle Resume, pick up your merch and stuff. But very, very excited to have Quill back on the show. And Quill, I have to kick off with an important question everyone wants to know. Could you beat Gemini in a 3-round battle?
Could I, did you say?
Could you?
I could, yeah, and he could beat me as well.
I mean, that would be an amazing battle.
Yeah, I like to think that'd be. Where did that one come from? That's straight in there.
Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go.
Hell, straight in. Me and Gem, you know what? That's one that's not really brought up. It's quite a obvious one, and no one really puts us together a lot.
No, he brought it up last time he was on here. That's the reason I ask.
Oh, did he really? Yeah,
he did.
I need to check that out. Yeah, you know what? Because me and him are cool. Yeah, we get along. And the thing I like about Gem is he's willing to go bar for bar and have a even though we're cool, we can have a battle on that. So it probably will happen, to be honest.
I mean, he's one of the best out there, right?
Yeah, he's got to be, and yeah, definitely is, man. Yeah, there's things he does better than me, and there's things I do better than him. So it'll be interesting. It'll be a good one, I reckon.
What do you do better than him?
Are we gonna go into this?
Yeah, man, that's what you're here.
Right, okay, Jesus Christ. Lucky I've got my coffee, I've got my spliff, I'm ready.
Shit, let's go, let's go.
You weren't waiting. What do I do better than Gem? I don't know, man. I feel like I just got a bit more in my game. I feel like I have a bit more experience, and it does kind of show. Like, I know I don't have as much experience as maybe your top guys, but I think sometimes I am doing things that I have a bit more. I can notice that if Gem had a bit more experience, he would do things a bit better. I don't know, man. I don't really want to get too deep into it, because if you ask me what does he do better than me as well, I don't know, but it's quite close to be a good one, right? Yeah,
I mean, obviously Gem's last performance at the time of us recording this was the Talk showing. What did you make of that battle?
Yeah, sick one rounder, man. Sick. Yeah, Gem was really impressive, man. That's a good one rounder. Yeah, really impressive. In fact, he said to me he wanted to do a 1-rounder with me. Now to be honest, I would love to do, but I don't want everyone then saying I only do 1-rounders. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah. I mean, with the clips, and I guess Harry Baker to a certain extent, even though that's kind of
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's 1 round as well. So, but I'm maybe I'm happy that they can say I've shown I could do 3 rounds. So it doesn't really bother me.
No,
it's quite nice to maybe just put something out there people think of me when they think of 1-rounders. I don't know.
Yeah.
Gem's one of the only few left in the UK that I can battle, really.
I guess C Major's also there, right?
He doesn't want it, mate.
He doesn't want it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't particularly want it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not excited by C Major. I mean, looking for bigger things as well. But the fact is, the battle is there, and to be honest, it's a big battle. There's not really. Everyone wants a battle with where there's a grudge match, and there's genuine animosity between us, isn't it? There's not that in battle rap, is there? Really?
No.
So I don't know. I feel like it would be proper. It's so easily promotable. It's so easy to promote the battle. It's genuine as well. But he don't want it. I'm not. Like I said, I'm not too bothered either. So whatever.
Yeah, it's very much don't flop, sort of shotgun shug, Hitman holler. You know what I mean? Quill versus C. It has that legacy there, and I get the feeling C writes best when he's pissed off. You know what I mean? I think he'd really come with some bile.
Yeah, it would be a sick battle. I don't understand, to be. I think it makes great sense. But yeah, whatever, and it is what it is. I think it would be a sick battle. But
C's not on it.
You don't want me. No. How's man putting up a status on Facebook like, oh, who should my next opponent be except for Quill?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
What the fuck is that, mate? And that's not the first time I see it. That's like raw. That's saying that there's a high demand for our battle. You don't want it, mate. But I don't blame him. I want to battle me.
I mean, you're kind of a bigger battler than him at the time, right? I mean,
thank you, mate.
Sort of modern. I'm a C fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm
a C fan. I think C's really cool, but yeah, you can't listen. If you look at the CV, you know, cool.
Yeah.
Back in the day, in the early era before, then yeah. But look at it now. No, I'm up here. He's taking the back scene. He's doing his music, and I wish him well. His music is sick. I actually do music.
10,000 hours. I mean,
I haven't even listened to that.
Have you not?
No,
it's outstanding.
I liked his earlier shit. Like, I haven't heard 10,000 hours. I don't know.
I think if you liked his early shit, then this is just a logical continuation of that. It's absolutely fantastic. Like, seriously, I mean, it is. I'm not
going to buy that. I'm not going to buy that. While he's
free, man. It's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. That's what am I thinking? Of course, it's free. All right, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do that when I go to donate the pounds to get you better headphones.
Thank you, Quill. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I guess, Gemini C, the next kind of obvious opponent for yourself, maybe one day, Shocks.
Yeah, like I said, another one again, the same as he was popped in my head when I said it earlier. It's the same as Gem. Me and him speak, and he wants to battle me more than anything. He always wants to battle me, and that will be one that will go down as well. So, to be honest, I don't really want to battle many people in the UK, but them two are probably ones. And I think Shocks, I probably would have battled Shocks next if he wasn't going to go for the title. So right. he is. So I don't know. Maybe in the future. Maybe if he's champion. Fucking hell, there we go.
Oh my god, yeah, that'd be dope.
Imagine that. Yeah, imagine. He's got the big soul to get through first, mate.
I mean, we'll get on to Soul. Like, I want to really get into that battle and the Ellipsis battle in a second. But just before we do, I mean, it's all but been announced. Everyone in the know knows that it's kind of going down a Checkpoint 4 sort of thing. You know, I mean, I think Soul himself sort of said Shocks is next in your battle, so it's not a surprise. I mean, who wins Shocks versus Soul?
Come on, man. You asked me to predict the future.
I mean, like, you know, you've battled one of them, you're a battler yourself, you know how these things work. What's your heart saying, Quill?
Man, you know, when you say heart, okay. To be honest, all right, I'll just say the name because I ain't got pussy about it. Yeah, I feel like Soul's going to take it, yeah. But Shocks has got momentum. He's got the right tools to beat Soul. But the difference is, you know, Soul is he's prepared for the situation. Shocks is going to be a bigger situation for Soul for Shocks than it is for Soul.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? And I just think, and Shocks as well is, I feel like, I don't know, it's just a lot. Listen, Shocks could easily take it. I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever. But if I was a betting man, I would be betting on Soul. I mean, I'll be biting my nails, but I'd have my money on Soul.
Yeah, I guess so. I think Soul has a bit more to get his teeth into, doesn't he? And Shocks,
but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, Shocks could easily take that. I mean, it's just, you know, I mean, depends, you know. But like it just comes down to a bit of experience. Like even with I don't know, he has to have that same momentum. Shocks is good when he's got a bit of momentum. Like in the Tony battle, he had the momentum. He's good. He's like that. But you know, he's got to do it. He's got to do it, and it's a big occasion.
Did Shocks beat Tony?
I thought Shocks beat Tony, but it goes down to so many factors, and it's such a this is the thing, yeah. When you're watching these really good battles and people, this is what I hate. People just put a name down, like say, you know, no matter what Shocks Tony, and then say something about Tony. You know what I mean? And the levels are so ridiculously high. It's like, what are you judging it on? Like, there's so many factors you can judge it. You can't judge it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, some battles you can see, all right, that guy's better than that guy. But when the levels are really high and you've got a high battler going against another high battler, it's like, cool, what? This guy's beating him with angles, but this guy's beating him punch, and this guy's beating him with flow, this guy's beating him with chaos. It's like, what are you judging the battle on? Do you know what I mean? Sometimes that's why I don't like when people say, oh, who won? That's why I think the promos are better, because instead of talking about who after a battle, everyone's talking about who won. You shouldn't talk about who won. You should talk about the bars, isn't it? There's not enough talking about what the actual content in battles. Fans should talk about, oh, this guy won, phrase it, whatever. You never talk about, oh, this guy said this. See how this word rhymed with this word. That's me just a geeky.
No. I think you really hit the nail on the head. I loved your line against Soul. Like we hand our lyrics and he marks it and tells us who won.
Yeah. So exactly, just like that kind of thing, So
that was spot on, man. But we'll hop back a little bit in time because obviously we had a Battle Rap Resume episode quite a while ago now. Time has flown by, and the last battle you had done at that time was against Shorgy Bear. Which is kind of one of those obscure Quill battles where you still showed out. Like that was a good contest, but you were facing like a sort of a spoken word battle rap virgin to a certain extent. So, and you went to another virgin in Ellipsis, and this was obviously this battle happened since we spoke. Very, very cool that you were invited back to King of the Dot, and it was a World Dom event.
Yeah, man, that's amazing. I've done it. I feel like I've done it now. I've ticked it off. I've done the 2 big ones at King of the Dot. I do every year, Well done, Blackout, mate. That's huge. That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, a massive, great show of faith in you to go out there, and
thank you to them lot as well. Sorry to interrupt you.
No.
Thank you to them lot as well. They always looked after me as well, and I mean, I'll probably won't go back out there soon, but I will be out there in the future. I just want to do a bit more work and don't flop first, then go back out there, and hopefully it'll go down a bit better though, man. Jesus, but yeah.
It says something about the battle. I just rewatched it, Quill, just before we went live just now, and it says something about the battle when Organic introduces you and Ellipsis, and then he begs the crowd at the bar to be quiet. You know what I mean? That doesn't happen in Don't Flop. We're all listening. It's like, it's mad.
Yeah, it's bad. I don't know, man. It's so weird because I was getting shown love out there as well. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I'm really confused by it all a bit, but I'm not looking into it too much because I enjoyed my time there and I learned a lot as well. So I'm not looking too deep into it. But it is disappointing because my intentions was to go there and kind of set it alight a bit, or at least listen. At every battle event I'm going to, I'm trying to be the best there. Whether I don't give a fuck who's on the card. You know what I mean? And it just I went there twice and it was just 2 like mediocre battles. Do you know what I mean? But so I'm really confused and disappointed about that. But other than that, I made good relations and whatever. So
yeah. And I mean, was it you and Yunnan were the only Don't Flop representatives over there?
Well, Yunnan wasn't a Don't Flop representative.
Well, I mean, yeah, to a certain extent.
If you want to talk about English people, then there was me, Mickey, and me.
Oh, Mickey, of course, yeah. So did you 3 guys sort of hang out as a trio, or?
Yeah, man, there was
cool, man.
English guys in it, but like I said, everyone's so welcoming. Everyone's just mixing and mixing them out and stuff. But yeah, obviously the English boys, we had our tea. Shotty Horror was there as well.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice little snap on my Insta of all of us having tea. Do you know what I mean? All of us. So yeah, it's all good.
Oh shit! So like Yunnan and Shotty was like this mosh team sort of revival to a certain extent, like.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's all good, man. Like, yeah, it's.
And like that room, that World Dom room, where they had the odd sort of red colouring to sort of give it quite. I bet it's quite weird to battle in, wasn't it? Because you got like a lot of crowd around you.
It's kind of similar to Ministry.
Yeah.
I don't think it's executed as well. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's just, but yeah, good venue. They've got a screen in the corner. They've got a smoking section outside and that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and you say you gave. You felt the
maybe that's a negative, but like you said about the bar is what 15 feet away from the stage. Maybe that's a problem.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Anyway.
And you say earlier that you had, you felt there were slightly mediocre performances. Is it a case that you were given slightly mediocre opponents?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, yeah. I mean, the first time, obviously, I was just taking J Pro because I'm grateful they're taking me out there. Now, the second time, I actually said no to Ellipsis, and I look back and I just thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm hungry, I'm just going to go out there, hold the show, whatever, I don't really give a fuck. Like I said, the first battle was shit, I just want to go out there and prove I'm hungry. And it's not. And realistically, maybe I should have just said no, I want a good opponent. But then again, whatever. Like I said, I don't regret nothing. I feel really strong as a battler, and I feel a lot of my skills have advanced from going out there and stuff. And I don't regret any of it. And plus, my fan base is growing and everything. So,
yeah.
I advise the UK guys to go out there, man. The Geminis, your Raptors, and all these. I advise all these to try and go out there because you can learn from it as well. Even if you don't go down well, you learn skills from it if you got your eyes open.
What did you learn?
I just learned like performance-wise. I learned like my first battle with Ellipsis was I was shaking stuff, and I just learned how to sometimes when it's not going your way or when I'm in an environment like that, I learned how to keep my cool. Even in the Ellipsis battle, I still felt like I was dominant, got my material out, and even though there was silence and shit or talking, it didn't affect me at all, stuff like that. I don't know, even like when I went to Battle Soul, before the camera starts, I mean, you see it a bit in the intro where I'm like, let's again reaction, I'll interrupt in the intro. Before the battle even started, I was getting the crowd hype. It was a different me. It's a different me. I'm more, you know what I mean? I'm more comfortable and I'm more of a entertainer.
Yeah, and I mean, with Ellipsis, the thing about Ellipsis is he does have good material on paper, but there's something missing, isn't there? There's just something that doesn't quite connect with the camera.
It's just image again, and it's just one of those harsh things. Sometimes it goes down to image, like who's the English version? Is it JB? Yeah, like great pen and whatever. Obviously, there is some like character flaws and whatever, but like a lot of it, like you can't be like look like that tall and you're talking, you're gonna cut me and shit. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know, like.
Yeah. I mean,
sometimes unfortunately it goes down to the image almost, doesn't it?
Frodo Body Baggins.
Well, that's
sort of got a big reaction there. I loved your can't spray in the booth, Ross Geller.
Yeah, that was fucking did they?
That was fire. Love that line. And I quite liked Ellipsis as well, certain points where he sort of clowned on you talking about when you were talking about clips and like, oh, URLs made me a gun rapper. And he was like, oh, Don't Flops made me a mum joke rapper. And
well, yeah, sorry, I was saying to Yunnan in the hotel because I have like a gun scheme in the third round, which was a bit shit. But I said to Yunnan, you know what, maybe should I do one of them shooters? I was like, should I do it? And then I decided not to do it, and it was lucky I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, and
I suppose it would look like you clowned it.
Yeah, but I mean, all in all, I bet a great experience, right? Afterwards, you get to watch all the World Dom battles. You're at a fucking major King of the Dot event, like. Yeah,
but also, like I was saying, as a battler, like learning from it. I think what a big point is when you haven't been to it, or for me anyway, there's a blank spot in your head. You don't know what it is. It's just your perception of what you see on YouTube. You don't know what the other league is like, and then when you see it, it's like, okay, now I've basically seen what battle rap is. There's not really any battle other than URL. We don't really give a fuck about URL. You know what I'm saying? Right. But you basically see what you've seen it then. And you figure, it's not too different from Don't Flop, and it just gives you more confidence. It did for me anyway.
And what is
is there even any UK people announced for Blackout yet or anything?
They haven't announced anyone yet, to be fair.
Yeah, it looks like it's dying out, man. Like the UK going over there, it's kind of dying out a bit.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it's the UK dying out. I think it's Don't Flop dying out. I think they're still going to have that King of the Ronald's hand. I reckon Canella McKenzie will get invites this year. I think they're going to probably do that.
Yeah, you're smoking weed, mate.
You'll see, man. You'll see. Battle Rap Resume. Here's the shit on the Vine, man.
Well, you reckon they're flying out these guys I haven't heard of instead of some Don't Flop guys? King of the Dot's still a business, mate.
Yeah, well, yeah, but they got Bishop involved, so they're not that professional. But yeah,
is that? Are you confirming that? Then
I'm not confirming it, but I'm just saying, whatever. You hear some stuff when you record podcasts all the time. I'm not going to get into that. But what about yourself, Quill? I mean, I'd love to see you on a bunker card.
Man, that would be cool as well. That would be more of my vibe as well, right?
Yeah, but, that would really suit you, I think. Yeah,
I think so as well. But I don't know. I reckon they're probably looking at it as, I don't know. Maybe either I don't know how King of the Dot are seeing it. Either they're looking at it as like, yeah, that was too bad. Too bad performance. I don't really want to. Or they're seeing it as like, see it the same as my perspective.
I mean, you know, obviously Marlow had a bit more prestige coming behind him, but he went out there, battled Deadman. You know, that was a really, really funny battle. Maybe you versus, I don't know, Peanut or something on the bunker. That'd be pretty fun.
That would be cool, man. That would be cool, yeah. Me versus Peanut. Everyone really keeps saying, what's that guy's name, man? I met him out there as well. Shit, he's really good.
Shotty P.
No, the dude with the beard and that. What's his name?
The beard.
He put me against him, man. He's like he's a good guy. He was at World Dom as well.
Oh, Madflex.
Yes, Madflex.
Yeah. Okay.
People keep saying me against him as well, so maybe me and him will be a good battle there.
Yeah, that'd be a good chat, actually. Yeah, he just had a dope matchup against Nestle. And just before we get into the Soul battle, I want to talk about you being included in the Freshman 15 with Rap Grid.
Freshman 15!
That was crazy, man. Like, big ups. That's a mad achievement.
Thank you, man. Yeah, big up everyone on the fucking Rap Grid as well, man. So, yeah.
Like, I mean, how did that come about?
Well, basically, I got told about it, that basically, I don't know how many it is, it's quite a lot of battle rap leagues, basically. They give their vote of who it should be, who's next to blow in battle rap, basically. They did that last year, basically. And I think my Charlie Clips battle helped, and plus I went America, not last year, it was the year before I went America, and then I did the Charlie Clips battle, so I think that helped with getting it out there. So a lot of people voted for me. Let's go, baby! Let's go, champ.
I guess it's a sort of take on the, double XL freshman list to a certain extent. And I mean, you're amongst, not that you aren't royalty already, to be fair, like, especially in the domestic scene, but you got people like Madflex, who just mentioned, New Jersey Twerk, Shotty P, A-War, Glueasy, Loso, Jeffrey, Chef Trez, you know, some crazy names coming through, and you're in the mix, man.
Sick. Yeah, it's good, man. It's an honor. So man, I'm happy. And shout out Rap Grid. If you don't know about Rap Grid, check them out. They're doing things as well. So. Hell yeah. But
we'll push forward onto the Soul battle, which was what a fucking battle, man.
What an amazing
battle.
Fucking hell.
Like, Jesus. Seriously good battle. Like,
flame emojis.
I mean,
pew pew.
What was the
did
you I mean so we get to 8th birthday. You're at 8th birthday sort of thing. I wasn't there. What was this battle in the running? Was it like a later battle on the day, or
yeah, I don't know, maybe 5th battle or something like that. Fifth. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Insanely good battle. I remember me, Bear Solutions, and Lazy Ass Jack got the pay-per-view, and we got the 8th birthday pay-per-view, and we were all like, what do we want to watch first? And we all said Quill Soul. Like, there was no question. Like, this is the first thing we're going to watch. Like, you know, and it was just, talk me through the writing process for this. Like, you know, how long were you spending on it?
So basically it was obviously after the event was announced, and then it was kind of like, I want to get you on the card. Met up with me for lunch, like on some professional shit.
Oh,
mate.
Shit.
Yeah, mate. So I'm trying to talk to him through text, trying to arrange it through text. Like, now meet up with me. I'm like, for fuck's sake, this guy's going out there. This guy. So we did the whole thing. Then we got it done. So we added it to the card. We did it one round. Could have done it. I think it was nice as it is one round. And then, probably. I think we had about three weeks, maybe 2 weeks.
And how long till you locked out your material and just rehearsing it?
Man, no. For that battle, I tried to give myself about a week to memorize it, just because it's a big one, you know. So normally you try to give yourself memorize it in a few less days, but I like to proper know my stuff. I get nervous if I don't know my stuff. That's another thing. Another thing I learned. So I think I had about a week and a half to write it and about a week to memorize it. Something like that.
Right. Yeah, sort of standard. Yeah. And I mean, fair to say, coming up to it, probably your biggest test. I mean, okay, clips to a certain extent, but
100% my biggest test, man. 100%. Yeah. Clips is kind of like, if as long as I do my thing, it's fine. So I treat the difference is as well. I didn't know if it was going to be a title match until the cameras are on. I was still just in case. I didn't know if it was a title match. So I wrote it as a title match. I wrote it blocking angles and stuff, and I'm not normally as strategic as I am the way I wrote that, so it was a bigger test as well. So yeah, it's good, man. So I think Sol could be the best in the league. So
oh yeah,
I'm happy how it turned out, and I feel good, and I've sparred with him, and I'm confident in myself as well. So yeah, it's really good, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know,
I like to work with people as well. I like to get these battles. Like, it's good to like work with these people. I'd love to work with people like Shuffle and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Incredible. I mean, like, you know, you went toe to toe. In my opinion, Sol's the best in the world right now. You know, there's no one out there that I think is as good as Sol, to be honest with you, and I think you absolutely showed out here. It was a fantastic battle. Let's get into this battle. You kick off by saying that you know, a great sort of harkening back sense of legacy, the old days when Tone was the champ, or before Sol was banned and Osh was the champ. You know what I mean? You really sort of appeal to the crowd, and everyone can sort of reminisce with those ideas. Like, God, 4th birthday, it was not only the time when Tony was champ, but also when Sol punched Jefferson. Like, so many things went down there, and you were in the crowd, right?
Yeah. I was in the crowd.
And then you sort of I said when
I saw the punch, like, because I actually saw it. Like.
Yeah. Oh, you actually saw Sol punch Caustic?
Not cleanly, but I saw all the kerfuffle and all the shit that's going on. I'll be lying if I said I was connecting that, but I saw it all go down in that.
Jesus Christ. It's like the fucking Kennedy getting shot in his fucking the Dealey Plaza. Like, if someone had footage of Sol punching Caustic, like, I would love to see that. The whole, because you allowed the title to stay with someone who hasn't won a battle in 260,000 minutes. Like, that was a really funny intro, man.
So it's just a flip on his scheme, because he did one against the Raptor in it, so he did one like that.
Yeah, and then
C major, sorry.
And then another flip on the scheme with the whole you're not as convincing on the throne as Tony, and Rowan showed me the time he sent you the coffin with the ghost emoji.
Yeah, no, I was thinking, I rewatched it. I probably should have, but I don't know. I just try to go with momentum. Yeah, maybe I should have reloaded that for the bar after it. 6'1". Sol's already 6 feet below me or some shit. Yeah, I was thinking I should have reloaded it for that, but nah, fuck it.
Yeah. And that whole sort of like sent you the snake emoji. Like, that's a meme in battle rap, isn't it? Like, everyone's flipped that.
Yeah.
Like, in a good way.
But it was killing me because on that day everyone was flipping. I was like, oh man, but at least my one has, value because it's against it. But like, everyone's flipping it, but it's kind of a good thing. But yeah, that bar's just become popular.
Yeah, I remember York said against Evil, like, he sent me the haggis emoji and stuff like that. And I think A said against, who was A battling at fucking Rapping It Jack? Who was A battling at Rapping It Jack? I literally can't remember, but he said they sent me the rape emoji. It's just really weird. I don't know why I can't remember that battle. That's really gone out of my head now. But I mean, the idea that I love at the start, like, he's a champion, but you've been making the champion moves. The whole blackout world dom, you should have been on the planes with me. You were content with being the champion. I became the face of the league. It's heavy stuff, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean by it's like our as a title match. Do you know what I mean? It's not, we're not going straight, and we're getting into things straight away. We're painting pictures and we're talking about facts and stuff. You know what I mean?
No, totally, man, totally, and really deals incredibly well, and you show your rapping ability when you go into so what kind of position do you think you're in to be dissing me for not spitting against Blizzard when I've been putting in work that you didn't? Like, that kind of fast flow, you know?
Yeah, I think that's what separates me from, well, not even just so, a lot of people. You can see I've got grime in me. so
I mean, do you spit on grime or?
Yeah. Have you not seen the webcam in that?
I have seen your webcam, but I didn't know you were sort of doing it like more regular. I guess you have that flow in you, don't you? Like,
if I need to rap on a beat and feel comfortable, it's grime. 100% grime. I can jump on grime. Easy. It's always every my battles. Like, there's times where I'm switching up and going fast. I feel like my flow is underrated and I'm a lot versatile, I reckon.
You say you can spit on grime. I mean, we ever going to see you do a keeping it 140?
I don't like grime battles, to be honest with you.
Right.
I mean, we get some gems. Bamalam against Dialect. Fuck was said about for catching bodies. Why you got rapped by Tommy? Oh yeah, come on, man, that is a great. To be honest, out of 9 out of 10 grand battles is not for me, man.
Yeah, we're not going to see.
How did that Dan? Was it the
Afghan Dan?
Yeah, how did that battle go down?
Apparently it went well. I haven't seen it, I wasn't there. I've seen on P Soldier's Facebook that he was a little disappointed with it. He felt that Afghan Dan didn't bring it. Apparently he was reading off his phone in the third. But all in all, most people had Dom on recently doing a recap seemed to suggest that he went quite well. Like, it wasn't like a body bag or anything. Like, I think Afghan Dan showed out, so you know,
I think it was a good little battle then.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to release it. I don't think they're doing a pay-per-view, so that should be big. Maybe you could battle Afghan Dan on his return, man. Like, you know.
Jesus. Yeah.
Are you a fan of Afghan Dan?
To be honest, I don't know all about. I mean, told me before about Leeds Grime, yeah. I don't really, not Leeds, sorry. Where is it?
Blackpool, yeah.
Blackpool Grime, yeah. And I didn't really pay attention to it, and then I did look into him, and he's alright. I don't mind that Afghan. Dan, I think he's alright. I don't mind him. He's quite good. But the other ones have just made me laugh.
Oh yeah, the other ones are shit. But yeah, I agree. He's quite.
He's alright.
Yeah, no, he's quite cheeky. Yeah, definitely. And then just more like. Some of the best bars in battle rap, especially in matches like this that are so important, the ones that you can't refute, the ones that you say and you think about, and there's no argument against it. So when you say, how has Organic given you 4 chances to introduce yourself and not once have you mentioned Don't Flop? That's true.
Yeah. Stop saying these are facts, man. These are like, that's sick, man. That's sick research and shit. You know what I mean? Like, no one, that's something you have to like clock yourself.
Yeah. No, that was Yeah.
And you know what I noticed, I don't know if you've not seen that. I mean, I'll post it on my Facebook and I've Soul posted it. It's a shame that he decided to spit it instead of rearranging the battle with Koj, but basically he released his round for Koj. And it's phenomenal. But there is some angles where like you don't know, but if you read in between the lines, he's like almost defending that angle in case Koj uses it. It's just such a powerful angle, that one.
Yeah, no, it seriously is. And I mean, if there's one thing Don't Flop love Quill, it's wrestling bars. Caught slipping and you fell, Soul. How are you going to throw away support? You should get a people's elbow.
The Rock.
Jesus Christ. And just, I mean, cool. A lot of your writing has that kind of subtlety that I really like. Just kind of like, I don't want to use the word silly because it's not silly, but just kind of, you know, wordplay that makes you sort of smile, where you're like, you know, left to brew like a builder's tea. Which is dope. And then Gemini been proving he's an animal on top since Panda Pops.
Yeah, so the Panda Pops used to have
I remember Panda Pops, man.
You remember the Panda on the cat?
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah.
Oh, they were banging, no?
Yeah, they were cheap and tasty, man. Like,
damn, son.
Like Don't Flop groupie. They were fucking, they were there, man. And then just like excellent imagery here, like really like nailing it down. You need to be dethroned, ain't worthy of Tony D's throne, which is just like the dethrone is delicious anyway.
Thank you, man. You're good, man.
Yeah, no, seriously. And then
there's a subtle one in it, but it is good.
Yeah, no, that was a sick one. But it's where it goes for me. You need to be dethroned, ain't worthy of Tony D's throne. Reminds me of a little kid wearing his daddy's business suit. Oh, it's so cute. Even with the belt, you couldn't wear the trousers or walk the shoes.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Thank you. It's just about trying to paint a picture of that.
Yeah.
You see the video? I've got like I pulled the shirt over my hand and I don't know if you clocked that. It's just about imagery, that one. I like that. It brings back memories of like.
Yeah. Everyone, I guess everyone as a kid, you know, did some sort of imitation of that. And then, I mean, you know, Don't Flop is so London to a certain extent, the league, wherever you go. And what is more London than EastEnders? We get an EastEnders bar. Granted, you can't bar, bruv, but those wins are the only reason we'll feel Mitchell.
Yeah,
hard, man. Like really hard. I mean, we can go all day on this round, really. Knife in a soul like James Bond.
Yeah, man.
Fucking hell, man. Yeah, crazy. And then, I mean, I remember, as I said, I was watching this battle with Bear Solutions and Lazy Ass Jack, and I remember Lazy Ass Jack freaking out at this bar where, on beat, you still need to prove you're a killer, Jed, waiting to bring history through the roof like Bill and Ted.
Yeah, man.
How do you write something like that?
Safe, man. Safe.
How do you think of that? Just because it's just kind of like, I mean, booth wordplay is kind of played out, but that is just original as fuck, man.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, man. No, I prefer the following one though, but that's the one that got more hype. That's the one that got more hype, but I prefer the following bar.
Yeah, the whole throwaway bars. That's why you got your tape hurled. Ain't nobody playing your rap CD in the car unless it's Wayne's World.
Yeah, I maybe just because I like Ray. You know what it is, yeah? You know that scene, yeah? I always liked that scene. I always thought, I want to do a bar by that scene. And then for some reason, I just tried it again when I was battling Soul, and then that just came out. And I don't know, I just love that scene. So it's kind of like that scene now. If anyone tries to drop a bar by that scene, it's my one.
Yeah, no, definitely. What a movie as well. What a classic. What's a classic? You get whipped for long distance like Frankie Dettori.
Let's go, champ.
Fucking, and then, like, again, the imagery, like you said, the kind of, the child in the dad's clothing. Love this image as well. You've heard the story about the tortoise and the hare, right? Talk what you like about the road that I went by when it took me from your rear view to the headlights.
Yeah,
just like that kind of, like, that juxtaposition is just, it's just madness, man. I mean, like, when you got that round out, which is a fucking, absolutely incredibly good round. It must have been such a good feeling because the reaction was on point. Everyone was rocking with you. It must have felt mad.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I hyped him up before the battle as well, so it was really hyped for the. But you saw what kind of crowd is the ones that fucking chanting that O'Shea.
Yeah.
And mate, that's the best crowd I performed in front of. You know what? When I got there, I thought it was stylish, and I tell you what, I wrote it. Yeah, oh my days. Actually, let's quickly go back to the battle. When I do the. Basically, I was gutted because I wrote it for stylist, yeah, and I was gonna sit on the edge of the stage, and no one's really done that before. And it kind of like when I was doing the scheme about Britain, and when I do like represent Britain, I was gonna like stand up and wave, and it would have been sick. And then when it was I was like, oh shit! But the crowd, for the lack of size, was phenomenal, mate. I'm telling you, the Dawnfall crowd was the best, mate. They're not like they're not just reacting to like anything like idiots. They're reacting to real bars and that. Like, great crowd, mate.
No lies, man. And I mean, Soul's round. What's your opinions on what Soul spat?
Amazing, mate. Are we going to talk to that as well? Yeah,
man. I mean, it was just I mean, the thing about Soul, it's just the angles are razor sharp. Like
this is the thing now. Soul this is such a you know what? So a lot of people saying Soul won the battle, but you get a lot of people say I won the battle as well. Yeah, but you're saying a lot of people say Soul won the battle. I feel like, you know what's weird? I feel like I blocked a lot of his angles though. But I don't know. But it's weird. It's about like maybe if I went second even, which is weird. It's because like you shouldn't be thinking like that because it's not. You can't change that. So you have to look at it like it doesn't. You have to take future out of it. You have to take the fact that maybe he spat. I'm not saying I won. I'm just talking about battles in general. Yeah. You have to take the fact that he spat in the future out of it and look at it as two like rounds. You understand? If it's a one rounder. Because you don't get the chance to flip, and out of respect as well, Soul didn't freestyle against my round. Do you understand? And he could have, but I know that's out of respect. I would have done the same if I went second. I wouldn't have done a flip.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's respectful like that. Yeah. But nah, Soul's right is amazing. Let's talk into some of his shit.
I mean, the whole, obviously he kind of starts off interestingly with the whole Seuss thing, saying he wrote a round of Seuss's against you.
Yeah.
Like, is that true?
Yeah, so basically, after the Seuss battle, I can't remember what it was, but I called him out on it on Twitter, him and Definition, and I didn't realize who he was talking about when he was saying it during the battle. I didn't clock who he was talking about, but yeah. So he wrote around for him. But that's I find that's hilarious that he did that. Actually, I would have cracked up if I had known who he was talking about. That's a really funny, clever angle to start with.
Yeah, I remember seeing a lot of the comments on Reddit afterwards talking about this battle and talking about the Seuss round that they think Soul wrote, and they were sort of showing how the writing was way more elevated than the other two rounds, and it was just like it was very clear that Soul's hand was on it, like, you know, which is just again it says a lot about Soul, doesn't it? That he's just willing to write for people and close friends and stuff. And I mean, Soul, you know, he can go into a multitude of directions. He can talk about fucking Archimedes, French Revolution shit, or he can just get real down to brass tacks and really flip a battle rap slogan and make you look like an idiot. So he touches on the Blizzard stuff. Now, I'm not saying you're the first person to no-show a battle, but you might be the first person to no-show a battle and turn up to the event and watch the whole show of battles, which is just, I mean, it's crazy shit, you know. And this whole, like, he puts a thread through it, so he's talking about the Blizzard Myverse stuff, but then he's sort of talking about the train coach stuff as well, and it all just really comes together really well. You know, you got to train to this battle just to get coached again, and you know, he has that complete writing, doesn't he? Soul really comes together like a jigsaw.
Yeah. This is what I mean. He's a great writer. I think he's he is the best opponent I could have gone against, to be honest.
Yeah, and like, to be fair, like, I personally can't really see Sol putting his foot off the pedal. Obviously, after this, he faced Real Deal, and he's given an incredible performance as well. And I guess
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh man! But like, it's so good that you face Sol now, because he is in the form of his life. Like, you know,
I'm happy. I feel like, you know, it's good. Our styles complement each other. I feel we're both versatile, but both can be hard hitting at the same time. So I don't even know who the fuck I'll battle next, man. Jeez,
to be fair, after you battle Sol at this form, it is difficult to to think who would be next. And then, like, you know, there's times in battles, Quill, I'm not bashful to admit it, there are references that I don't get, and I have to Google them. For instance, when Sol says, "I'm down for action like Big Body Bez," I was like...
So, explain that to me.
Yeah, I was like, what does that mean again? So I had a little look up, and Big Body Bez...
Try to say it again. What do I mean again? Like, you knew previously and forgot that.
Yeah, exactly. Big Body Bez is basically the bodyguard for Action Bronson, or kind of one of his close affiliates. So I'm down for action like Big Body Bez. It needs that kind of thing there. But, you know, some crazy shit. And then Sol just has these quotables for days. I'm about to go on a beheading streak. You're about to catch me in the middle of it, like STDs in Freshers Week.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Like, fucking crazy shit.
Just mean strap up, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
all that.
Safety first, and then Sol paints a terrifying picture of Danny Jack being the champ, which is quite unsettling. And then he kind of flips one of your best bars, in my opinion, Quill, the whole typewriter to save the game like Resident Evil. And
I flipped the Danny Jack bar though, because I did say he had a better year than our champion. And he kind of did.
Yeah, well, I mean,
he finished on a high.
He did.
And I knew that going into it. I knew he's finishing on a high. But I was like, whilst he battled me, he hadn't. He just had one battle, so I can tear into him.
Yeah. And then Sol just kind of digs into the Resident Evil. Like, I'm quite a fan, or at least when I was a kid.
I don't get the Silent Hill bar.
Okay, yeah. So he does the whole. But you said you Resident Evil saved the game. That typewriter still ill. Sol and Tony S-Class. I don't know if you played a lot of Resident Evil as a kid, but like, if you finish the game on the best ranking, like on hard, you got S-Class above A-Class, and T-Virus skills. So S and T, Sol and Tony, S-Class. T-Virus was what William Birkin got infected with. I'm really showing my nerd stripes here. In Resident Evil 2, which kind of like caused the sort of Raccoon City incident. And then, ain't here for an orderly face-off like Silent Hill. So in Silent Hill, it's sort of set in a hospital. So you have the hospital orderlies, like the nurses, who their faces are torn off. So he's not here for like a kind of, a mannerly kind of fight, an orderly face-off. Like, it is kind of one of those Sol bars where it's kind of like, it's very, I don't want to call it a reach, because it's not a reach. Like, it doesn't have that element to it.
Nice play on words, isn't it? Nice play on words, man.
Yeah. Very, very nice play on words. He has the Kingdom Hearts bar as well.
Love that one, man. The way he says it, he says it sick.
Yeah.
Oh, Mickey Mouse following.
And then
I love that.
Probably my favourite section of his round. So how can you compare us in the way that we grind? 12-hour coaches, 6-hour trains, and 8-hour flights. You got a 4-hour bus and ain't able to rhyme. You're a waste of my talent and a waste of their time. I bust to London, Bristol, Brighton from a place up in Fife. Had to pay my own travel, had to take what was mine. Bruv, you're from London, swing a stick and hit a place you can rhyme. You got a pack on your back. I got a fucking nation on mine!
Lovely.
Fucking hell.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's a battle. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what did I say? You represented Scotland. I represented Britain. It's funny, all our angles, because this is what I'm saying. This is why we're both attacking similar angles. That's why it's so like, it's good when it pans out like that.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, it's so clever. He's blocking angles and he's attacking me on angles, and I'm blocking. That's why it's such a good battle, because it's not like one of these battles where you just turn up and spit shit. We're actually attacking and blocking and shit. That's where it's like, it's deep. Like,
yeah. It was. I mean,
I got a nation on my brother. Throw a stick. I like that. He's that scheme there is a typical Soul like title round scheme. That he's really clever at that. And you know what? Soul is such a worthy champion, man.
Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It's good to see. And it's, you know, everyone was worried after Tone, and then they panned out Soul. Now, yeah,
it's so good as well that the current champion of Don't Flop has been somewhere that's someone who's been there pretty much since the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I mean, man. You have to look up to these people as a battler. Like, he's been there from the beginning and he stayed relevant through the whole time. So
no,
it's fucking not easy, bro. It's very hard work. He may make it look sometimes. Jesus Christ, man. You know what I mean? He did a match, he battled me, then did 2-on-2 with Pedro. These things, like, it's just like just not even looked at really. But it's not easy, mate.
No.
Yeah, worthy champion. Now, what happens if Soul loses to Shocks? He has got his back cut out for him, bro.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I have to ask, and you know, I posted the thing on Viewpoint asking people questions for you, and one of the questions that people want to know about, who do you think won, you or Soul?
Like I said, it depends. I don't know, man. I think I thought I took it, but I'm not gonna. I thought I took it, but it can go either way. It depends how you look at it. But I feel like if you really look at the angles, I feel like his hard hitting angles, I blocked it. So I feel like as a title match, I won it. That's how I feel. But the level, like, it's like what I was saying earlier, the levels for me, I know I'm talking about myself, ego, whatever, but like, I feel like the levels are so high, like, it just gets ridiculous when you're judging that shit. Just appreciate it, innit? It's a promo, we appreciate it. It doesn't, like, we both kept levels, that's all it is. You can't, there's no like, oh yeah, Soul was on level 89, but unfortunately I was on level 87 that day, you know what I mean? So just appreciate it, prove that I proved I can hang with him. Whatever, it's all cool, isn't it?
No, I get that, man. I mean, would there ever be a rematch, like a 3-round rematch in a few years, or?
This is how, when we was talking, when I told you I'm out with, we did the whole dinner date thing. It was very lovely. I give him a 5 out of 5. I'd be home by 9. What was it? What did you ask me?
So you just lost in the memories of that dinner. You and Soul say.
So basically, he said, "Well, you know, if you wanted, we could do it as like, but in a year's time, you'll have more to talk about, and you could do a 3-round title match if you wanted." I said, yeah, but to be honest, I don't want the title. Like, I just like, but I even had the risk there. I took the risk there for if it went for the occasion of going for title, I was gonna take it, and I was prepared for it to be a title match. But I don't really want it, and I was kind of, you know, I gave them a lot of chance to. If they wanted me to be champion, it could have happened there. The crowd could have piped up, Soul could have piped up. I could have, and then it would have been a judge one. But I don't think I really won the title, to be honest, mate.
No, fair enough, man. Fair enough. I mean, like you.
I think, innit? Like, I don't.
Yeah. I mean, you gave one of your greatest performances, man. It was. I mean,
I can always battle the champion. Do you know what I mean? Or I can always battle the runner-up. I mean, no. The thing is, like, when you're a champion, you have to battle the next person in line. You have to. I can just make the decision to. I don't have to battle Shocks. I can if I want to.
Yeah.
I'm hiding from him at the moment. He's scary.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The sort of, the implicitness of
the scary man.
yes. But he's a lovely man as well, but he's terrifying. I don't know how he has both those sides to him, definitely. So we'll go through just to wrap up a few questions that people have asked on the social media and stuff. What's the most favorite bar that you've written?
Oh, come on, man.
I mean, yeah, that's like picking your favorite kid, right? It's kind of...
Yeah, no. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I like earlier ones like the Snapchat, but I made his pussy disappear quicker than Snapchat. What was I don't know. I had like the snake, solid snake bar. I don't know, the Charlie. I don't know. I couldn't pick one, but
it's hard.
Like the ones that come out now and then, so it's I don't know. They're all different things as well, because you know when you wrote them at different times and or whatever it did in the battle or what it meant at that time. Like, it's good, man.
Are we gonna see you on Blackout? I
doubt it, man. Not this year.
Okay.
Not this year.
I
don't know what I'm going to do next. It's a bit worrying because I don't really know what's for me next. But
yeah, what I mean, what would it be? Is it Checkpoint 4 or?
I don't know, man. Like, Don't even know. I think it's slim chance. It could have been me and C Major at checkpoint 4, but I think me and him will probably miss out on the last slot now because he don't want it. So I'm not gonna try and ask around for anyone, to be honest. I'm not really that bothered. If it was me and him, I probably would have wrote it. There's no one really that's. I don't know what I do, to be honest. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the birthday. I'll turn up. I'll split one round on the birthday and save and be part of the event again.
Yeah.
Just do rounders at the birthday every year nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, so why not?
A gift.
Where best bar ever spat against you?
Oh man, it has to be one of Soul's, isn't it?
Yeah.
One of the Soul bars.
Yeah, maybe Nation, Backpack Nation sequence is pretty stunning. But yeah, there's.
I think that my favorite one of Soul's probably. No, not Mickey Mouse. I don't know. Maybe the Seuss setup. I like that. Yeah, you know, people overlook like subtle ones, and that's why I liked what you said earlier. You picked up one of my subtle ones, the Tony Views. Yeah, that's subtle, but it's very, very good. So I like the Seuss start off. That's probably the best thing he ever said to me. I reckon I wrote Seuss's because he worded it sick as well. He didn't just say, I wrote Seuss's round." He's like, "Oh, you won 2 rounds and you lost 1. Guess which one I wrote." Very classy. I like it.
Yes. Yeah, he was very, very soul. Where do you rank yourself in the UK scene?
At the top.
The top.
Yeah, I'm here, man. I can spar with anyone. Let's go.
I think that's fair. I think like
I said, when anyone when we're at the top, any of these guys could possibly beat me. I could possibly beat them. But I'm always confident. I can. To be honest, if it always be debatable, as long as everyone keeps their cool, there's no choke on that end, and we keep a high level, we'll probably just be debateables, man. Like everyone's high level there. Do you know what I mean? Or just edged win. But yeah, I'm confident.
And what about the world scene?
I'm confident, man. It just depends about the stage, though, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's on a level playing field, Don't Flop is level. No one fans over anyone. If it's on Don't Flop and it's a level playing field, I'm confident against most people, unless they're like really overpowered, like maybe a disaster or something. But I'll still like the challenge, embrace it. I'll take the battle and see how we and flip it. But yeah, I'm confident against anyone.
No, that's good. That's good to hear. That's what I want to hear. That's what fans want to hear, basically. You know, we don't want to hear some cowing, sort of like, oh, you know, we want to hear that. I mean, who are the your top 5 favorite battlers?
Oh man, so I love Pedro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soul. Shotty.
Yeah.
Damn, man. I don't know. Shuffle T. I don't know. Maybe sometimes, man.
Earth's dope. Earth's dope.
About more that guy.
Oh, he's dope, man. Another kind of more jokey question that I got asked was, and I hadn't realised this before, but apparently you look like Sebastian Larson with short hair.
Sorry, mate. Who, me?
Yeah, apparently you do. Someone posted a picture and it kind of does look like you in a weird way.
There's a couple on the viewpoint.
Yeah, there's a few VP lookalikes. You on your Facebook very often, and I'm kind of asking this more because I enjoy them than any curiosity.
I know where you're going.
Yeah. You often post like, what do you know about X? Post what you know about X. Like, where did that come from? I like those things, man.
You know what? The sole purpose. I know there's a lot of jokey comments on there, but the sole purpose is just so everyone can learn something. Just take something away from it. You know, some of the facts on there are real. What people are writing, you know, the sensible people, the adults, they're writing, you know, real things about. Or facts about these like historical people. Maybe we'll do situations soon. Maybe you can take away something from it, or maybe you can even crack a laugh at the silly things that are written on there if you're having a bad day. You know what I mean? But it's just a bit of fun, and plus you might learn something from it.
Yeah, no, definitely, man.
We all teach. You know, everyone's on the social media. We should be all learning from each other and shit. So
that's fair. That's fair.
And having a little fun at the same time. Do you know what I mean? But don't stick the crayons up your nose.
No. I appreciate that, man. But that about wraps us up, Quill. Is there anything you want to let people know about or anything like that? No. I'm here though, and I'll be at the top, and we'll be having a conversation at the end of the year, and I'll be like, "Wow, we did that!" So that's what's gonna happen. I'm excited for Don't Flop. I want to say, you know, everyone went through a dark bit last year. Everyone's like questioning it. I feel like this year it's back on top, and it's gonna be a good year ahead of us, man. Say thank you to you for having me on here. No. Always, man. Always been a pleasure to have you on. How do people get at you? Social media, your Twitter, that sort of stuff?
Yeah, Quill lyrics, man. QUILLYRICS. And thank you to everyone. Well, I doubt anyone listened from the fucking get-go or made it this far, but thank you for everyone that listened.
Yeah, of course, man. But yeah, Quill, again, cheers, man. Really appreciate this.
My man, thank you, brother.